Day. I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your week. If you guys are watching the replay, let me know in the comments with hashtag replay. Also, let me know if you think you know the answer to this, I want to say question of the day, but I made it up. So it's kind of like rant of the day. And that is, what is the only social network where you could literally have 0 followers, but still get your ideal clients, aka targeted traffic, sent to your website, to your Instagram, to your blog, to your podcast channel, wherever you want to send that. If you guys are watching now or watching the replay, I want to hear your guesses in the comments. But before I give you that answer, actually, I'm really going to give it away already. So, I am in the process of rebranding. I'm rebranding my website. I bought all these fonts. I'm like, you know what? I need a whole haul of my overall look. So I am currently in the process of doing that. And I'm also updating my Pinterest for Business course. Now, not much has changed on Pinterest since I created the course almost a year ago, but I still want it to be consistently updated with great content. And I'm going to be rechanging all of the modules with my brand. So I'm currently redoing my Pinterest for Business course, but also adding in more bonuses. So what does that mean? That means I'm going to raise the price. So if you guys have been wondering or wanting to check out my Pinterest for Business course and you haven't yet, go over and hop over to the sales page. I will leave that link below in the comments so you guys can see if you guys want to dive into for Pinterest for Business. I will leave that link below after the live stream's over. So, what is the only social network where you could literally have 0 followers and still get traffic sent to your website? You can still grow your email list and you can still sell your products. It's Pinterest, okay? And I'm going to explain why. So this Q&A is, or I'm going to have a Q&A too right now about Pinterest for Business. So if you guys have any questions about Pinterest for Business, I want to hear them in the comments. I love Pinterest and I want to start talking about Pinterest more regularly in this group because, to be very honest, I am sick of looking in Facebook groups about how people are so sick of one person unfollowing them on Instagram, even though they're getting no business. They're getting no sales up from Instagram. They're not getting any traffic into their website and no one knows who they are. But all these people in Facebook groups care so much about Instagram and it's literally driving me nuts. So I'm going to start talking more about Pinterest. Okay, so how does that work? How can I have no followers on Pinterest, but people can still be directed to my website? I'm going to explain how. So Pinterest is a search engine. It is exactly like Google. So what that means is every time that you post on the Pinterest, it is called a pin. And what a pin consists of is, I like to think that it's like a online ad board. So what you do is you have a picture with a description with a link. You're given a link every single time that you post, which is like everyone's dream on Instagram, right? Everyone wants to get to 10K in order to have the swipe up feature. So when you post on the Pinterest, you get a link every single time that you post, which is unlike any other social network, because a lot of these social networks are engineered so we stay on them for as long as possible. That's why we go on Instagram for one thing and then we find ourselves hours later still on Instagram and we got nothing done. It's because Instagram is engineered so we are consistently on the platform, okay? Pinterest is the opposite, even though it's equally as addicting. They want you off of the platform. So how it works is that every time you post on the Pinterest, you get a picture with a description and a pin. And because it's a search engine, when you type into the Pinterest search bar, how to start an online business, that's going to be the example for the day. If your pin is all about, let's just say you're an online business coach, if your pin links to your website and your pin describes how to start an online business and somebody type that in, and because entrepreneurs are not flooded out the wazoo on Pinterest, your pin is more than likely to be on the top of the search engine. And that pin also shows on Google. So what does this mean? When someone types into Pinterest how to start an online business and you created a pin that's 5 of my best tips on how to start an online business, okay? That is going to pop up into the search. And your pin is going to stay up there forever, essentially, because pins go viral over time because it's a search engine. Unlike Instagram, unlike Facebook, where you're sweating for attention, you're literally barely standing out, 3% of your audience is seeing you, and then your post dies after 30 minutes, okay? That's Instagram. Pinterest is the opposite. When you post valuable information that doesn't have to be a selfie, it doesn't have to, literally has nothing, you could use your brand colors and whatnot, but it literally doesn't even have to show your face, which is why I always recommend it for introverts or people that like hate getting on live video, hate using Instagram story, because you really can, it really is a passive marketing search engine, because you can upload all of your valuable information onto Pinterest and like let it sit there for years until you decide to delete your Pinterest, okay? And the thing with Pinterest is that pins go viral over time. So when you first start this, Pinterest is not a game for instant gratification, people. So when you post your value onto Pinterest, your pin, how to start an online business, okay? You make an amazing infographic, you type into SEO search description, and then you sit back and wait for people to search for that. When people search for your content, not only are they going to be your ideal clients, it's going to be targeted traffic, but then they are going to be sent directly to your website, okay? All of those three things don't happen on Instagram. They don't happen on Facebook, okay? Because the way that Instagram and Facebook are designed, they're not designed, I think the way that Facebook could be the closest is having a like private Facebook group, because you can like kind of filter people, but that doesn't mean that every single person that enters in like actually knows who you are, or even like is looking for the content that you're pushing out there, because it could be a robot, it could be, you know, a spammer, it doesn't really matter. But on Pinterest, you know that the people that are searching for you need your help because they are searching for it, okay? If you guys are watching now, let me know if you need clarification on any of this. Also, let me know if you have any questions on this. So let's do a little recap before I keep going. You have the pin, how to start an online business. Someone's searching how to start an online business. So your pin is 5 easy ways to start an online business, or 5 of my best tips on how to start an online business, okay? With your description, that's SEO, that has to do with, okay, so what SEO is? Search engine optimization. So you need to curate your description so it's search friendly. So your description isn't going to be like, oh my God, cute puppies. You're going to type 5 family friendly dog breeds for new families, okay? You're not going to do what you like. It's what your ideal clients are searching for. So you have the pin, you have the description, and then you have the link to your website. So when you do this, okay, your ideal client is actively searching for the answer to their problem. So they're typing in the search bar, because Pinterest is a search engine, how to start an online business. So because entrepreneurs and all the business world is not infiltrated yet onto Pinterest, there is a very, very highly likely chance that your pin is going to be pushed to the top of the search engine, okay? So obviously people, you're not going to be the only one. I'm not saying that your pin's going to be the only pin there, but if you make your pin aesthetically pleasing and it's something that your ideal client is looking for, they're going to click on your pin, and not only will they repin it, which might go onto their Pinterest board, which like just causes everything to go viral, they're going to click on your pin, which is your website, for their answer, okay? So chance goes Pinterest equals passive SEO, mind blown. Yes, exactly. And this is why. It's because Pinterest is a search engine. So hypothetically speaking, let's just say you post a pin onto Pinterest. One, it lasts forever, okay? Unlike Instagram, unlike Facebook. Instagram and Facebook, your post is probably dead after 45 minutes, unless you have 1 million followers, then it might last for a week. But after that, it's kind of like no one knows it even exists, right? Whereas Pinterest, when you post onto Pinterest, it's a search engine. So it just gets more and more popular the more people search for it. The more people repin it, the more clicks it has, it stays on the top of the search engine. Okay, so that means your website is always going to be present and your pin is always going to be present on the Pinterest search engine. So when you post onto Pinterest, it's actually worth your time and it takes less time than it does, like, I don't know, screaming on Instagram stories. Like, people like, buy my product. Oh wait, I don't want to swipe up. So go click, make sure you click the link in my bio. And how many people do you are actually going to take the time to do that? Not a lot of people, because we have goldfish brains. We forget. All it takes is like, oh, I got a notification. Like, let me go click on it. Whereas when people are actively searching on Google or Pinterest, they are led to their answer and they're actively looking for this answer. Okay. So when your website is linked to a pin, they click on it. And where are they going? They're not staying on Pinterest. They're going to your website. And there you have it. You have a new lead that goes to your website. Now, if you have your funnel set up correctly, which is simply just having an opt-in form where you give them a freebie or you give them a gift, okay, in exchange for their email address, that is how you start growing your email or your email list by using Pinterest, okay? You have the valuable information. Doesn't have to be a selfie. It's not a popularity contest. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. It doesn't matter if you just started. You have your pin on Pinterest. It provides valuable information. It's exactly what your ideal client is searching for. How do you know that? Because they're typing it into the search engine. They're typing in, how do I start an online business? Okay, and that's exactly the information that you're providing. I'm going to teach you how to start an online business. Here's my pin, okay? So what does that person do next? They repin the pin, so it goes onto their Pinterest board so other people can see it, and they also click on it. So since every pin links to a website, you are clicking, or they are clicking on the pin, and then they're directed to your website. But at the end of the day, they can really be directed anywhere. They can be directed to your podcast, they can be directed to your Instagram, they can be directed to your product or your services. They can be directed to, I don't know, if you want them to, or let's just say your pin has something to do with like setting up a discovery call with you. You can have them directed to like your calendar so they do it whenever they search for you. So why this is amazing and why it's passive, just like Chance says, is because you can literally be sleeping. This could be happening at your 2 a.m., okay? But maybe your ideal client lives in Australia, right? And it's probably, I don't know, like, I think the time difference is like 12 hours. So it's probably like their 2 p.m. or my 2 a.m. Let's just use it as an example. Then they're going to like go through the motions because it's on their time and it's on a search engine. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you're present or not, unlike Instagram. Unlike Facebook, because in order to get people's attention on Facebook or Instagram and you're not using paid advertising, you got to be present, and you got to be present all of the time. And I'm not saying Pinterest is one of those things where you only have to post one pin and then you never have to touch it for 20 years. No, that's not what I'm saying. The more consistently, it's just like any other social media network. The more pins you push out there, the more information you provide, the more results you're going to get, the more better results, or the results that you're looking for, you're going to get. But it's all passive, and not only that, it's all value based. Okay? It has nothing to do with what you look like. It has nothing to do with like showing up like on a live stream or anything or whatever. And you can still do all of those things. But the thing about Pinterest is that like, you're getting targeted. You're getting a targeted audience and you're targeting your ideal clients because they are specifically searching for you. They are coming to you, okay? It's not one of those things where like you're going on Instagram and you're like, okay, I'm going to cold message 500 people today. Like I'm hoping 2 of them like it. Like that's not how it works. People come to you. You don't have to go out to them. And also you should never do that to people anyways. So don't do that. So Adolfo says, hells to the yeah, woo woo. Okay, and then Chan says also more pins means more super credible backlinks, even if they don't click through. Exactly right. So another thing too is that because Pinterest is a search engine, and exactly what Chan said, if you post more credible backlinks, that helps your website rank higher in the Google search engine as well. Okay? Seriously. Like this, it's like one of those things where, and also if you guys are watching and you have Pinterest for business questions, let me know in the comments right now, because you guys know that I'm obsessed with Pinterest. I've been using it for the past 8 years. I have a course on it and it's freaking amazing. So ask me all of your Pinterest for business questions. So exactly what Chan said, I'm going to go through that again. So why is it important to create backlinks to your website? So everyone like starts, this is what a lot of people do when they start an online business. They create their website. They create the perfect product. They create the perfect service. They create the perfect logo, perfect brand colors, got my photo shoot with the Chanel bag, all of this stuff, okay? And then they try to sell their stuff on Instagram when they have 2 followers. And mind you, like people are dropping like flies every day on Instagram. And it's like, no one even knows that you exist when you start on a platform that's filled with sharks in a red ocean, okay? Instagram is literally a bloodbath unless you already have over 10,000 followers, because then you have the swipe up feature, then you can direct people directly to your website, and that's great, okay? But if you are struggling with Instagram, if you're struggling to be seen online, if you're struggling to get people to even notice you, but not just people to notice you, your ideal clients to notice you, then you need to start pushing your content onto Pinterest. Because when you push your valuable content onto Pinterest, your ideal clients are clicking on your pins and they're being directed to your website. No random robot is going to type in, how do I start an online business? Okay? That's not how, first of all, robots, I don't even think they, you can't buy followers on Pinterest. There aren't robots on Pinterest. And I don't even think robots like can type like that. I think they can just like follow people and like, actually that's not true. Cause on Instagram they have like, you know, when you like try to write a comment, or like when a robot like writes a comment on your picture and it's like nice sunset, and it's like a picture of you in front of a tree and there's like no sunset to be found, and you're just kind of like, what? Yeah, no robots on Pinterest. So the only social network that you can use where you can literally have no following and you can still get traffic sent to your website is Pinterest. How is that even possible? Because Pinterest is a search engine. If you have a pin where it teaches somebody how to do something, how to start an online business, how do I start the keto diet, how do I lose 5 pounds in a month, how do I lose weight after having a baby? These are questions that people are typing into Pinterest, okay? So if they type that question in and your description is the answer to what they typed in, they are going to click on it, okay? Because they are looking for the answer, aka this is your ideal client now. They are looking for the answer. You are their answer. So what do you do after that? Nothing, because you already posted a pin on a Pinterest, okay? You don't have to scream at them. You don't have to be like, yeah, click there, go, swipe up, do this, da 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 da. It's like, no, that information is already there because it's already on a search engine. So they're gonna click on your pin, which leads to your website, because every single pin on Pinterest allows you to put a website with the pin, okay? So this is why Pinterest is passive marketing, because I can post an infographic pin today, and in 5 years from now, I'm going to still be getting business from it, because people are still going to be searching for the problem that they have, and I have the answer. Okay, it's not one of those things where it's like Instagram or Facebook where you post it and then after 15 minutes, like no one even knows that you created a piece of content. Okay, Pinterest pins go viral over time, just like YouTube, just like a Google website, like going up in the search engine. this stuff goes viral, okay? I use the baby one more time example all the time with Britney Spears. When she posts a music video on YouTube, it's not going to have 100 million views in like a day. It'll have 100 million views after like a year. I don't know, probably Britney Spears, it might be a week, but it grows in popularity over time and it stays there. It stays at the top. It's not like, okay, she posted it last week, like it's no longer on YouTube. It's like, no, like if you have the most popular post, it's literally stays there because it shows you the most relevant content in the search engine. But why Pinterest is amazing for entrepreneurs is because a lot of people on Pinterest focus on like food recipes, like it's more so like inspiration. That's what a lot of people know how to use Pinterest for. So that could be like fashion, like fitness, workout ideas, all of these things. But if you tap into a niche that's not even tapped into yet, these people are still going to be led to your result because not only will they search for it on Pinterest, they're going to search for it on Google as well. And if you know about Google, Google shows videos and it shows images. And guess what images show up on Google? Pinterest images. Okay. So if you guys are watching right now, let me know if you have any questions on Pinterest because I'm going to wrap this up. Like I said, I'm going through a rebrand right now. So I am like redoing my Pinterest for Business course. I'm going to be adding more bonuses and like I'm doing this thing now where I'm doing monthly live streams inside my Pinterest for Business course. So if anyone has questions in regarding the course or they just want to ask me a specific question, whether it's like one-to-one strategy or like something they want to like, or something they have a question on, I'm going to start going live monthly inside the private support Facebook group. So because I'm adding all these insane bonuses, the price is going to go up. So if you are interested in my Pinterest for Business course, you might want to hop in now because I don't know when I'm going to be raising the price, but I would probably say within a week or so. Okay, so Chance says, does Pinterest punish keyword stuffing too, or is it more of a Wild West, like the sunset example? Okay, so they actually do punish keyword stuffing. So what Chance means by keyword stuffing is when so for example, when people search onto Pinterest, like how to start an online business. So keyword stuffing is kind of like when you do like how to start an online business tips, entrepreneur life, boss babe, and you just like keep going like on and on and on because people might be searching for that. That is what keyword stuffing is, okay? So you should not keyword stuff, kind of like hashtags on Instagram. So what a lot of people do is like, especially on Instagram, they think that if you use the most popular things that are not relevant to the picture, that it's actually going to help you, but in actuality, it hurts you. Because the more targeted you can be with the search, the better the outcome you're going to have with the photo. Because that's exactly what people are searching for, right? So if you put in like something pretty irrelevant, but you knew that it was popular, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get ideal clients and targeted to your photo or your pin. So you want to make sure that you're always talking about whatever you're posting. This goes for any platform on social media. You don't want to start using irrelevant hashtags or keywords because it's popular. You want to make sure that you're describing the pin. Now, there's different ways people can search for the same type of topic, okay? So, for example, you can use so this is why like in my course I talk about keywords and long tail keywords, and a long tail keyword is just explaining more in depth what you're talking about. So for example, instead of saying entrepreneur, which is a keyword, you would use female entrepreneur because that's a long tail keyword, okay? So another example of a long tail keyword would be female entrepreneur tips. So the more specific you can be, kind of like niching down, and I know a lot of people don't want to niche down because they think they're not going to talk to anybody. You actually talk to your ideal client more when you're more specific about what you're talking about. So I did read an article once that Pinterest doesn't favor keyword stuffing, but I wouldn't like be so timid about that you don't explain your pin at all. Does that make sense? Like, I think you'll probably be fine. Just keep your description relevant to the pin and you'll be fine. Oh, Adolphus is rebrand. Yeah, I'm just switching up like the fonts and like it's kind of like the same color. I think I'm just like pulling more of me out of my brand and like making it more, I'm pretty much essentially just like redoing my website. So it's nothing like, I'm not like changing or anything. Like I'll be like in my ponytail, sweatpants, like going to CrossFit, like nothing's changing. It's just not my colors, but it's like I'm being more of me. Like I'm almost like finishing what I didn't start in the beginning just because I got busy. That's essentially what it means. Hey, Alla, how are you? I hope you're having an amazing day. Okay. Chance, you're having like amazing questions. I'm like obsessed with them. Thank you for answering or asking your questions. Okay, so yeah, if you guys don't have any more questions, like I said, I'm gonna be doing more lives on Pinterest. And it's because like I'm just so like what spurred this topic was because I'm just like so annoyed at the people on Facebook groups that get like so upset over like one unfollow or like the unfollow follow game, like the like unlike. And like this is a question you really need to ask yourself. It's like, am I focusing on the right things that are actually gonna build my business? Am I getting traffic to my website? Am I growing my email list? Do people even know that I exist? Okay. Are people clicking on my links? If all of those answers are no's, then it's time to like take a step back and be like, okay, well, how can I get people directed to my website? How can I start growing my email list? How can I send people to other websites that I have on the internet? And a great place to start is Pinterest. Okay. You don't need any followers. You just need to know SEO, how to create a pin, what makes a pin go viral, and be consistent. And I go over all of that in my Pinterest for Business course. So I'm going to link that below when I'm done the live stream. So that's another thing. Like never, ever, ever get so focused on vanity metrics that you forget that you're in this for your business. Okay. Always make sure that what you're doing is working smarter and not working harder. Because just because Instagram is popular now doesn't mean that it's going to be the popular platform in 5 years. So don't look back in 5 years and wish that you were kind of like sprinkling your eggs a little bit everywhere and not focusing and going all in on one platform, especially if you're not making moves on it. Now, if you're making moves on Instagram, I'll do a golf clap for you. Good job. Keep it up. But if you're struggling, it's time to look at other opportunities because there's a lot of opportunities out there. So don't get so hyper-focused on Instagram that you forget that you can actually start growing your email list, growing your business, and keep not really sweating for the outcome, which is Instagram story. Okay. So yeah, if you guys end up watching the replay, if you're watching the replay, watching now, if you think of a question later, maybe you wanted me to clarify something, always let me know in the comments because I love answering your guys' questions. It's why I created this group, and that's why I go on live streams every single day because I am here to help you. Okay. I don't want you to struggle. I don't want you like flailing like a fish in the Instagram ocean. So anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing, Tuesday. I hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday. And like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Whether you think of it like an hour later, a week later, it doesn't really matter. Okay. So I hope you guys have an amazing Tuesday, and I will link my course in the comments when I'm popping off the live stream. So like I said, have an amazing Tuesday, and I will see you guys tomorrow on the next live stream. Bye guys.